Right then. Where are we up to now? So that'll just happen in a bit. Oh, hold on. Oh, carbon princesses. That's not very exciting. We need to do this. The soul sand. And for this we need... Ah, now this one's starting to get distracting. Okay, so I had a little look at this one before. Now we can do part of it. Sulfur wax. There's a couple of sources for these things. Have I got any junk in here? I've got some emeralds. Let's put the emeralds in the computer. You watch, I'll get to the end of the pack and I still won't have made that wireless thing, so I'll still be walking over to the computer to put stuff in. Actually, like a glorified chest. So sulfur wax is over here. I think you get that from... Are these sulfur combs? They are. Let's run some of these. These have come from the Vasby. The vast array of things that the Vasby produces. None of it particularly exciting, as far as I can tell. So we should better just do most of the quest from this. But the bottles of enchanting are a bit trickier, I seem to remember. So for that we need enchanting drops, I think. And they come from a array of bees that I haven't made yet. Oh, intellect drops. I do apologise. Memory combs. So awares and spirits, and these are the same. These ones will make wax as well. See, we went around it with the Vasbees, but to get the bottle of enchanting, I do need to do this lot. These terrible sounding names, spirit and comb and various other things. And I think I've got some of the early ones of these. I don't think I'm going to do that today though. I don't think so. Are we getting enough sulfur wax? How many have you processed? Are we getting a... We'd better be getting quite a big drop of wax. That'll probably be enough. Okay, we'll leave that one running. We have the graphite bars, which we can hand in. Oh, we've opened a whole lot of stuff up. What are these? Yellorium. Oh, now this is not one I've looked at. I knew this was in here. Let's enter in the core of the mod. Probably not in the core of the mod yet. But let's use a bee. Make yourself a painful... I mean, the great yellorite bee. You get some grains from them and make an ingot. I'm a little worried about the idea of a yellorium princess, because these are the radioactive ones. Yellorium's usually what you dig up. It's part of the reactor mod. I'm a little worried about how it says it's at the core of the mod, though. I thought I was most of the way through. Maybe I'm not. How do you make a yellorium bee? Oh dear. These sound thoroughly scary. Oh, we've seen the corroded ones before, haven't we? They made... They were something to do with the sulfur ones, weren't they? Yeah, they were. A nuclear princess. Don't drop it. Rusty and unstable. And now this is a whole new chain. Okay, this is something for another time, possibly. I don't think I'm in the mood for this today. I wonder if they've got any bad side effects. And these are part of the reactor. That's a train. We've seen that before. These are part of the reactor, and we do seem to be spreading out over this way. How much we'll actually do over here, I don't know. That's not what I want to do today. What else have we got over here? Okay, other random stuff. The wither will come back to a bit later. That's probably the last thing I'll ever do. What are you going to give us over here for help? A chocky bar. Never say no to a chocky bar. Those I don't need. Beerlizer. Now this thing, the reward for this is this thing here, analyzer. Now, because of the amount of bees I've done, you'd think whatever this thing does, which I'm not actually sure what it does, you'd think I should have got it by now, the amount of analysis of genetics I've done, but we're going to do it now. And I can't remember what the DNA... I've looked at this one quite a few times, I think, and never actually done anything with it. You probably realise I'm a bit of a loose end here. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with some of this pack now. I'm just sort of trying to fill in quests, but not really seeing the value in some of the things that I'm producing. Oh, is that it? Well, purple dye has come. I think we've got purple dye. Or is it pink dye? We got a lot of dye from the Vasbees. And obviously we have some glowstone. What kind of dye was it? had over here? It's pink dye, isn't it? It is pink dye. Well, that's useless. So where do I get purple dye from? I might be able to get purple dye from the flowers. I can't believe I'm messing around with dyes and things. It's not usually something I'd do anything with in a pack. Blues and reds. I have little to no interest in dyes most of the time. I don't mind a bit of aesthetics, obviously, but I usually have very little patience with dyes. I think I've got some in here. That's light blue. Okay, I'll bring you back in a sec. Why exactly I'm making DNA dye, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Well, actually, there's a couple of reasons why I think we might make DNA dye. So you can use dyes in if you've done early biological research at school or anything else like that. You remember doing that? You might remember to do with labeling DNA in different ways for laser detection, for working out the sequences and that kind of thing. That's obviously a very, very sketchy description, but I'm not in the mood to particularly go into how complicated that is. And that's the thing. What I think they're pointing towards with this. Why they're giving us DNA dye. Maybe some sort of Kamasi blue stain. I don't know. Right, so what you've given us an analyzer. And what does an analyzer do? Why don't we stick it on the floor over here, near the other machines? Are they all plugged in? We'll put it down here, and we'll plug it in, because, you know, why not? What's this? I don't think we need a resonant flux duct. Well, it might actually need a lot of power. How much power does it need? Not a lot, really. I don't think we need as much as a resonant flux ducts going in there. How about a redstone one? That'll do you. No point wasting power on you. Presumably. There we go. So what do we and if I shift click it. Okay, so that goes in. We've got dye in there. Ah, here we go. It's actually going to tell me. The analyzer takes breedable individuals and DNA sequences and analyzes them. What do you mean DNA sequences? Do you mean DNA sequences? Okay. Breedable and DNA sequences and analyze them to determine the genes present. This requires DNA dye, from purple dye and glowstone. Not really sure that actually tells me what it does. But at least it's fairly easy to make the dye, I guess. Well, the best way to work things out is to have a kip and then poke around with it in the morning. Okay, so I have some spare drones here, the botanic ones. There's loads of them. Did that? No, I didn't put anything in. What does that say? No item to analyze. Breedable individuals. That's not a good choice. Let's go a bit simpler, shall we? Let's what's really basic? How about a nice forest drone and an industrious drone, and we'll take a princess as well. That's a queen. So where's a princess? Let's take a cheap princess that we can get more of. Oh, this mouse is really driving me around the bend now. Which one is this? This is a real. Let's take a common one or something. Let's get one from the store. Maybe you know how to do this already, but I'm just playing around to see if this, how useful this is. I suspect it's possibly not very useful, but we're gonna find out. So the reason I got a princess, I'm wondering if I need. Can I just put 2 drones in here? Doesn't want to shift click them in. Okay, well, how about a queen then? You want to put a queen in there? Have I got a spare queen I don't particularly care about? I'm very protective of my queens. River Queen. Do I care about River Queen particularly? No, I don't. It's not necessarily going to destroy the... Well, it probably would actually. You want to take the DNA out of something, it usually means a destructive process. Okay, so she didn't do anything. She popped in here briefly and then straight in over here. And they're analysing her genome, which I should have looked at first reading the B-Eliza, but what's it actually going to tell me? It looks like it's using one whole thing. Okay, so you've kept the bee. That's pretty impressive. You haven't destroyed the bee. But what does it actually mean? What have you actually done? Determine the genes present. Where's the output for this? So if I put it back in, if I take something else that's cheap, what else have I got that I could just put in there? None of them really. Let's put a meadows in. Let's put these briefly together. See, productive, huh? Can I just take you out for a second, bees? Can I put these two in? We'll get a queen. There we go. Put you lot back in again. I know I'm sort of faffing around, aren't I? This is so much for getting metric tons of quests done. But I'm just interested to see what this does. I will look it up. Probably what will happen is I won't be able to work it out from this. And I will... Oh, she doesn't... So this one doesn't want to go in, because I can't breed them together? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I will go and I'll find that out. What we can do in a bit. Let me tidy up. And we'll try and do something else. Okay, I didn't get around to looking up how this thing works, but I'll do it between sessions before next time. But I think I'll finish up this session now. I think we've run up for about the usual 2-episode sesh. Let's finish up with something that I could have done ages ago, but I haven't got around to it. In leading up to the horrors of Thorncraft, let's just finish off a couple of these if we can. So this is done, the mystical flowers. The seeds, these were the ones from the Vasby. And they've got all this stuff in here that they're offering us, which is... No, we're not doing witchcraft. I quite like witchcraft, actually. I should do that more. Should have done more of that on regrowth. Infestation and boreal seeds. I'm not really going to use them for anything else, so let's just hand these in. This lot are used for various things, but I won't worry about them for now. But which are the turtles? Have you ever used the turtles? I quite like the turtles. I used to use the turtles quite a lot before I got into using quarries years ago and stuff like that. But I quite like the turtles, and there's no point in the mining turtle, or the fighting turtle, the digging turtle, because most of these things are not really useful. But if I was to make another tree farm, I can make a felling turtle. So let's, for the sake of that, let's claim that one, and then we'll put back these useless things for now. We will store all the botanical stuff up here, which is all just running fine still. No problems up here. Amaranthus, the canard, all super interesting. I'm sure I'm going to eat my Chucky bar, I think. How much is that worth? Ooh, loads. I could do with a Chucky bar. It is my youngest's birthday today, by the way. And hopefully we'll cut his cake a bit later on. Looking forward to having some nice bit of chocky cake. That's some virtual chocky cake first. So let's, what else can we do in here to quickly finish this up? Let's have a look. The Portuguese quest will give us loads of armour. I said we were looking at this before and it was quite easy to make. The Lusitanic shield. apparently because the author is Portuguese, or something like that. I don't recall. I think it was quite easy to make. What was it? Some mana-infused string and some green dye. Okay, I think we can do that. Oh, the sickly spider's being squished. Have I got any string up here? Of course I don't. That would be ridiculous. We can make the green dye, though. How much green dye was it? 8. Well, that is chance in itself, if you happen to open the right chest. It's complicated. And the mana string is pretty easy as well. I think we'll go over here for the mana string. That's my jetpack. If I decide to plunge off the edge. There we go. Useful stuff, mana string, for making bows and things if it was actually important for this. But it's not particularly. Just chuck this in here. There we go. Where's that pointing? This one, I think. Good stuff. I'm not even sure this is a usable shield. Is it a usable shield? No idea. Equipable in the amulet shop. The amulet slot. Is it actually useful for anything, though? Oh, it's cosmetic. Okay, I presume I'm going to hand it in, though. No, I don't have to hand it in. Oh, so they give us a lot of armour and a bow tie, which I'm not particularly keen on. I don't know. What are any of these for? Hold on a second. So some of these might be useful for our fight, the eventual fight with the Wither. Yeah, so let's hold off on that because I don't actually know what that's for. Am I now? It made an armory noise. My jetpack. There I am. Oh, it's got a little. I just realised I've got a little strap around my body for my jetpack. I never realised that. My terrible battered cyborg body. I have no idea what the shield's for because I can't actually see if it's on me or not. Is it on me? If it is, I don't know where it is. I can't see. No idea. We'll do that in a minute. And we're going to Thorncraft and making the wands and things. Okay, well that's not bad. We didn't get exactly a metric ton finished. I'll look up what these are for. But you know, things like these ones, you just got to hand some combs in to get the bees. This one we get in there. I was going to make the Dante bee, this one. Oh, never mind. Next quest, maybe. But a bit more progress. A little bit more progress. What's this? Apiarist. Oh, new stuff. What does the Apiarist do? Haven't we done this already? Oh, they said they were going to give us Apiarist stuff, didn't they? Look. They've offered it to us now. Well, fine. Never mind. I hope you enjoyed that session. It was a good one, wasn't it? If you did, I'll see you again next time.